Are you going to be in London this week or the next week? Probably many months after. The city is filling up with lots of, I think you can only call those tchotchkes. You might even call them junk.
Yes.
This is the future of Olympic merchandising, and it's happening now there in London as the games kick off today.
Well, that's useful. That's all
Sam
useful.
Walker, the sports editor of the Wall Street Journal, is here to talk to us
Totally useful.
about what's happening on the merchandise side. As the story portrays, the Olympic Organizing Committee in London is expecting $1 billion pounds of merchandise sales. Right now, the analyst estimates are basically around 100 million. And I've looked through the list, Sam. I could buy a rubber ducky, 6 to 7 pounds.
I bought one. I actually bought one.
What's your take about how the business side of this Olympics are coming together right now?
Look, I mean, this is a games that's happening in a country that's being hit by real financial crisis, and this is another austerity Olympics for England, and a lot of what they did was good. I mean, they've done a lot of private financing. They brought a lot of these venues and things in under budget, which is rare for games. But there were some sort of slightly pie in the sky estimates that this was based on,
right.
And this was one of them. I mean, they have to clear about 80 million pounds in profit from the merchandise, but to do that, they have to sell 1 billion pounds of
right.
licensed merchandise. And I haven't seen the latest displays, obviously being in New York, but when I was there last, I was a bit taken by.
And was the stuff moving? Were people buying it?
No. There was one store which was near the, which they kind of directed us to at LoCog and said, go check out the store. And it was just kind of a sad display, I got to be honest.
Okay.
No one was looking at this stuff. And the color scheme's a little.
Well, speaking of sad display, keep going, Sam, but there's a list of the items and their prices. Tea-set, Monopoly. This is in pounds, so that's really $50 for $50 for a Monopoly set. Sorry, so go on. So no one was buying it.
No one was buying it, but it was also the color scheme. I mean, it's pink. It's a little much, and there's a little it's sort of the off colors or not primary colors. And a lot of the merchandise, look, as someone from the U.S., as most countries...
You're a primary color kind of guy. You're not a subtle guy.
First of all, I'm all about primary colors. I don't do pastel.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. But no, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that here I am in London, and I literally just paid $40 for a chili dog,
yes.
and $80 to take a taxi for 8 blocks. And then you go to this shop, and it's not just the T-shirts... it's 80-20, a little...
Cotton polyester?
Yeah, it's 80-20, and the design is kind of, okay, that's the interesting choice. And then you're paying that Olympic premium on top of the crazy
Let's talk
prices.
about the mascots,
yes.
Sam. I don't know their names. I should know their names.
Wenlock and...
Mandeville, I think. Is that right?
Mandeville,
it looks like a Mandeville.
Wenlock, yes.
They're amorphous. Have they gotten good reviews or terrible reviews? They look like Toy Story or Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, no, this is a common problem for some reason with Olympic mascots. Although I think in Vancouver they did look sort of animal-like. They were actually not bad.
Based in the material world.
This is a little...
I mean, it's a little lame.
I just keep thinking this frightens me a little bit, and I mean, if I'm a child, I kind of wonder if I'm not, running.
All right, Sam. So I think we both have perhaps diminished expectations for the financial retail side of this games. But can we get excited? Can we get excited about the games for a moment?
Yes. No.
Tell us why we should be excited, because people, it's just maybe filtering into their consciousness today. Give us 2 quick reasons, Sam, why you should be excited about the Olympics.
I think it's going to be it's going to be very interesting looking games. I think you should watch because they've done a really good job of picking interesting settings and backdrops and being kind of cheeky about it. I mean, some of these things, the beach volleyball at Horse Guards Parade, right. I mean, that's pretty cool. But there's never been Olympics that was really in a big major world city, and I think that there's going to be a difference in the way they look.
It should be a lot of fun.
Should be fun. The other thing is, there'll be a lot of signature performances. There are a lot of big Olympians coming back. There hasn't been a games that has this many big names that are already big names, and I think that's what drives interest.
Well, it's fascinating to watch. Your great analysis of potential medal count shows the U.S. winning by a wide margin. I think it was out of 1,000 scenarios, the U.S. won out of 980 of them.
998.
998. Yes. My goodness.